Okay, time for episode 7 of Mygm Wwe 2K22. In the last episode, Randy Orton and Riddle split up and began a rivalry which is going to be one of the big rivalries in this series. We also had a new Universal Champion as Pete Dunne triumphed over Roman Reigns. AJ Styles and Seth Rollins continued their rivalries, and new rivalries were created between Bianca Belair and Raquel Gonzalez, which I did not intend, but it happened anyway, and also Big E and Samoa Joe. Now, unfortunately, we do have two talents right here that are not being used. They're not really taking up a wage though, so we'll leave them be. We've already paid their contracts, may as well keep it until such time as we need to recall it. So, the plan here, first of all, is to change Santos Escobar into a face, so we can launch a program with Valter. I'll start that next week because Walter a Giant and Santos Escobar a Cruiser goes very well. It's also just so we can start to get Santos Escobar up there. Obviously, nobody's out of the woods yet. I mean, Pete Dunne was kind of acting like a jobber for quite a while, and he managed to make it up, and now he's the Universal Champion, so it can happen. The commissioner goal is to not put Pete Dunne in a match this week. That's okay because we got him scheduled for a promo, but we're gonna have him call someone out. And you know what, we might as well make that somebody Roman Reigns. I mean, it just makes sense. Get that rivalry a bit further up going into the next pay-per-view. I did this, so I don't need to interfere in another match on Orton's behalf. That does mean we probably need to book Orton and Riddle in a match this week. I'm going to look at these and see which ones are possibly worth investing in. So we're going to double the cost for next week's show. There's the pay-per-view next week, so obviously going to want to get some special matches in. Also going to veto their champion, which means one of their champs will not be competing next week. We'll invest in this veto random superstar and go and veto one of their superstars. So yeah, that's basically what's happened there. We're also going to unlock this big open state. No, we're not. We can't unlock that one either. It's not week 15 yet. We can unlock that next week. For now, we'll stick with the Thunderdome, the stage building crew that we always use, the network quality lights, and the advertisement. That's all the logistics done. As we take a look at free agents, a couple good ones on here. Ricochet now available for permanent. Obviously, he was on ours. Didn't really get utilised, so it wasn't worth bringing him back. Interestingly, there's Kofi Kingston, but his popularity is nowhere near as high as you'd expect it to be. If we look on Legends, nobody really catching my eye at the minute. Obviously, we'll start picking them up soon, heading into Mania. But for now, it does not make sense to in my eyes. So who should we book this week? So we're going to go ahead and book Riddle and Orton into a match to try to get that rivalry escalated a little bit. Specialist in a fire should work fine. We'll put it as your average tables match. We don't want to waste the stamina too much before the pay-per-view. They could be in a part of a good match. In the tag teams, we're going to have Banks teaming up with Rhea Ripley against Raquel Gonzalez. And yeah, that's it. And we'll have interference from Liv Morgan to Sasha just to keep that rivalry heading into the chamber. We'll just have it as a normal match in the mid-card. Nothing too flamboyant that will injure our stars. We'll also have Seth Rollins against... we'll have a tag team match. We'll have Seth Rollins team up with Samoa Joe against AJ Styles and Big E. We'll have that as a tables match because the main event we kind of want to get it up there. And that's the first week. Well, it's week 14, but the first week of this one. Now, so you get the win here, or Riddle. It's Riddle. I didn't interfere this week, so Riddle got the win in a 3-star match. Good start. Escobar with an excellent promo to turn him into a face.
1, 2, 3.
Raquel and Bailey get the win. I'm not expecting this to be good, but it actually was alright. 3 stars. That rivalry grows between Pete Dunne and the Tribal Chief, who's always in and around the Universal title match in the main event. AJ Styles and Big E with the win in a 4-star match. Well, didn't have to book any flamboyant matches for that to do well. They're having a women's title match before the show, which makes me believe that that's the champ that's going to be vetoed. 4 stars, really. Mason Keithley,
1, 2, 3.
Dexter Lumis and Roderick Strong. Dexter Lumis gets the win. 2.5 stars.
1, 2.
In their main event in a TLC match, Alexa Bliss beats Tamina in a 4.5-star match. In real life, that might get half a star from Meltzer, and that's lucky. That match would not do well in real life. This not exactly realistic, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not sweating it. We put on a good show. Raw beaters this week, though, it has to be said. But nevertheless, we're gaining fans and revenue anyway, whereas they've just lost $260 for nothing. And we're still number 1 in the power rankings, so that is what's important. And now Hell in a Cell. Samoa Joe's contract's up, 99k, but he has to stay. So's Big E's, 115k. Gonna have to do it anyway. 102k, I'm gonna be honest. We haven't really used Ripley, so I think that's gonna have to be hers gone. Or special matches will cost double this week. Oof. Orton wants a main event spot. Him and Riddle's rivalry is pretty heated, so you know what, we'll go for it. We'll give him that main event spot. Riddle versus Orton. Bailey, I think you should put me in a match with Ripley. Trust me on this. Well, seeing as we're not going to have Ripley in 3 weeks, that's not going to be brilliant. Maybe we should go ahead and use a contract extension on Ripley. There we are. At least we'll get her for another 3 weeks. So yeah, we can use that. Do I need this fixed match card? Is there anybody in particular that I want to win? Maybe capitalise on Morgan and beat Sasha finally? Potentially. Anyway, let's go ahead and book the show. So as far as promos goes, I'm going to start that rivalry between Walter and Escobar. Escobar can call out Walter. And he's finally going to get back on our screens. It has been quite a while. Do we not have any free... We have a free crew booking. But that's about it. We don't have any free arenas, free special effects, or advertisements. So, nothing we can do about that this week. We're going to have to pay. We're going to have to pay the logistics. We're also going to unlock some big stadium. And we're going to use the Hell in a Cell stadium because that's what we're supposed to do. Obviously, we got the crew for free. Might as well buy that too. Basic lights and effects, we'll just get this one, and advertisement, we'll just get that one. So we did promise Randy a main event spot, and that is what we're going to give him. Randy Orton versus Riddle will be the main event, and given their massive stamina, it is going to take place inside Hell in a Cell, double the cost. So I think that's going to be our only Hell in a Cell match this week. We don't want to spend far too much money. The opener will have Liv versus Sasha in a tables match for the title. In the mid card, we are going to have AJ versus Seth Rollins. That will be an Extreme Rules match. And in the match just before the main event, we'll have Pete Dunne versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title in just a normal match. We'll just have a normal match there. Okie dokie, so now we are going to get this fixed match card, and we are going to apply it to Pete Dunne. He is getting the win this week against Roman. Again, because that is the way we're going with this. This is going to be an expensive show, I'm aware. We'll have a call out from Samoa Joe to Big E. And then finally, we're going to have a self-promo from Bianca Belair. Actually, we'll go ahead and make that a charity one, shall we? And there we are, that's the show. 2 title matches, a Hell in a Cell match, and an Extreme Rules match between Seth and AJ. Let's hope we don't lose money on this. So we are going to start with Liv versus Sasha, and I am going to play this one as Liv Morgan. Haven't tried her out this game. She's doing pretty well in real life, but I feel like we can apply that into the game, and it's about time she got a title, let's be honest. I feel like it is about time she got a title, and that's what we're going with here. I could lose, of course, and in fact I do often lose. I'm still not great at this game. However, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
The following contest is a tables match and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Liv Morgan, a heel who is apparently just as over as Sasha. A lot of people question my decision to make Liv a heel. Well, now we see why. Sasha Banks has obviously been SmackDown Women's Champ since the start of the series, has not lost it. Did I make Bayley my first champion actually? I think I did make Bayley my first champion. I actually don't know, I don't watch these back. Maybe I should. Either way, Sasha has been Women's Champion for a very long time. Maybe she beat Bayley for it, maybe she was the champ already. We don't know. Either way, one thing's for sure, she's not going to be it for much longer, hopefully. Now we've got like a little boxing standoff here. Good block. Nice Hurricane Rana. Can Liv do springboards? Yeah, she can apparently. Wow. Walks the ropes like a pro. It is WrestleMania Night 1 tonight. I'm very interested to see what happens. I hope we get Cody Rhodes. I hope we get a couple of great matches. We'll see. We shall see. One way, I am hyped for it. It's quite good to use actually. She's quite versatile. Got a nice, got a nice moveset. Far too low rated, though. She should be much higher rated. She's brilliant. Is Liv. They want tables. They're good. Well, it's a tables match, so it's going to be difficult to not use them. A block so powerful it sent the chair sailing out of Liv's hand. Sasha, obviously in the tag match, I think that's on night 2. I hope she can win that. It's about time she got a WrestleMania win. I'm not a Sasha stan, obviously. I do like her. I don't like a fan base whatsoever. I just don't like wrestling fans. I'm one myself, so it doesn't make sense, but to me wrestling fans are just fickle. They love something one week, the next week they completely hate it. It's just hard to get any consistency around it. But also, just Sasha fans are the worst. I love Sasha Banks, but she's not the greatest of all time like everyone builds her out to be. Maybe in the women's division, but I don't even think she's in the women's division. But you know, in the women's division, it can at least be argued that she's the best. Whereas just overall, no, she's not in that category yet. She's not in the category of Shawn or Eddie or Brett, Austin, Hogan. She's not in that kind of category.
It seems like she's looking to take things up a notch.
As good as she is, I'm not denying she's talented. I never would, but she is not that good, if you get me.
Gonna take a trip, gentlemen.
Because we get the signature ready. Basically a one-legged code breaker. Wow, Sasha, that's a no-sell, isn't it? Oh, that was a no-sell worthy of Charlotte Flair and Hulk Hogan.
Right where she wants it. She clearly has something in mind.
This might be a quick match if I can get this over right now. Nope, Sasha with the reversal. Now she's got the finisher, so stay clear. In fact, it might do well just to collapse this table while she has a finisher. So I feel like this game doesn't reverse too much unless you're on a good run of form, or unless you've got a finisher or a signature. I feel like they always reverse that first time round. Maybe I'm just being, I'm trying to pick up on things that don't actually happen, but to me that's my experience of it.
She adjusts it and reverses it.
I'm just about getting hands of these reversals, but that is just another no-sell. So many no-sells. Look at her health, and she's like managing to get up straight away and stuff. That to me is just completely mental. Monkey flip. That's a fair reversal though. Nice chop block, however. She's going for the win there. Instead of like keeping on the offense, she went for the table. Trying to get this match over with. Who can blame her? She wants that belt. Another Hurricane Rana from Liv Morgan. Get that table in the corner, shall we? Bit risky. Could easily go wrong. But we'll see. Maybe we won't even have to hit a finisher because we're going for the power bomb. Is this it? Liv Morgan's your new champion. What a moment. It's about time Liv won that title. Good for her. Good for her. In a 4-star match, rivalry complete. Well, we're happy with that. We're more than happy with that. A very solid opener to this match. Escobar, good call out on Walter. Let's see. This match could steal the entire show. AJ Styles beats Seth Rollins. 3.5 stars. Bit of a disappointing match actually, really. You expect that to be a bar burner. We obviously know he's winning this one. Pete Dunne with a win. 3.5 stars again. Rivalry escalates. Bianca Belair with an excellent promo to gain us some audience. And this time we're going to play the match, but I don't know who to play as. Does Riddle need it more? Does Randy need it more? Who needs it more? Well, realistically, Orton's going to be the next challenger for Pete Dunne after this rivalry is over, but Riddle is he in need of the popularity a little bit. Oof. I ain't used Riddle yet, I ain't used Randy yet, so this could be a weird one. I think we're gonna just do it random. I think that was Orton. I did it at random. So we'll see. I have no idea which one I am. The main event of Hell in a Cell is a Hell in a Cell match, fittingly. Riddle's here, and now the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. Good friends turn bitter enemies. Hell in a Cell. Alright, we are Randy Orton by the looks of things. Yeah. Already early on a nice sequence of counters. Straight into the corner, Randy keeps the pressure on, nice clothesline. Send Riddle down. We know what we're going for pretty early here. It's a Hell in a Cell match, so naturally what we have planned is what we always had to do on a wrestling game. If there's a Hell in a Cell match, a favourite pastime genuinely tends to be busting it up on that cell wall and fighting on the top. Does take a while to break though, to be fair. Just keep the pressure on there, that's what we need to do. He's already stunned, so we might be able to do it this time. No, he's throwing him that way. That's my fault once again. Often is nowadays. Okay, you can't grab him outside. Can't just drag him whenever you want. This commentary's dead, this crowd is dead, I'm not very happy. Come on guys, where's the excitement? There we are, there's the excitement. Nice little crowd pop there.
He has tremendous power.
And up the cage we go.
I'm not so sure he knows what he's doing, guys. Who are you to question him?
Obviously we're going to go wait for Riddle up here.
He's got something in mind here. I don't think I want to know what it is. Live in the cell. That rarely ends well. No, it does not.
The original Bro versus the Viper.
He made it to the top. Oh, just stop moving.
Nice counter, nice dodge from Riddle. Nice one round out, a couple of series of kicks. Going for a power bomb, just misses as Orton manages to escape it. But even then, Orton going for a suplex and Riddle escapes that. These two know each other pretty well, having teamed with each other for quite a while. Look at these, look at all these reversals. But Orton falls off! Wow, I did not see that coming on. Lost his balance and he's fallen off the side of the cell. A series of counters, Orton manages to get out of whatever Riddle was going for there. And he loses his balance and falls off.
He's making the climb. This is rather reckless of him, wouldn't you say?
Surprised he's not dead. That looked scary, that. Riddle just taunting Orton on top of the cell. But Orton's here. Now's not the time to be taunting Riddle. You're in the cell with an Apex Predator. Well, technically you're on the top of the cell, but either way.
When you hold this much contempt for your opponent, you'll do anything you have to drag him to hell. Dropping the elbow.
Brave elbow drop that, given the height. Could have easily gone wrong. And Orton looks like he wants to do to Riddle what Riddle did to him. He was looking like he wanted to throw him off the side of the cell. He's got him. He's not off yet.
Hooked up.
Lovely DDT.
Are you superstars even aware of the peril they're in? I think they have blinders on, Saxton. I don't think they're completely aware of their surroundings. Oh my God.
And there goes Riddle. He counters Owens, hit with one of his own, and yet he still goes over.
He would do that.
That's two falls off a 50-foot structure.
He's making the climb. The climb to what? If you ask me, this doesn't seem like the brightest of ideas. Yeah, that's great, Corey. You're right.
His stamina not very high anymore. I never said it was going to be a barn burner. I said it was just going to be complete chaos, and that's what it's been so far. Oh, Riddle. Oh, went for a low blow then. Look at that, more dodges, more counters. This is. And Orton went for another low blow. Oh my lord, Orton falls through. What a move from Riddle that was. He's just. This could be it, this should be it. That's a no, so he kicks out at one. Randy Orton is different, Craven, man. He's one of the greatest of all time. Going for the floating bro. He misses it. Another counter from Riddle.
Series of reversals. Each superstar trying to stay a step ahead. Superstars showing great awareness in their opponent's repertoire.
What now? Oh, the low blow. That is low. That is awful. And the RKO. And that's it. Orton with the win.
And he survives hell in a cell.
Randy Orton gets the win in the main event. A quick kill, but a lot of chaos in that. An incredible amount of chaos in that. Two men falling off the side of the cell, Orton thrown through the middle of it. But it ends with a low blow and an RKO. Typical WWE booking this, isn't it? But it's a 3.5 star match to end the show, but you have a feeling that this is not the end of the rivalry. You know, a very decent show. Very consistent. Now let's see what Raw has to offer. Cesaro versus Dexter Lumis in a Hell in a Cell is won by Dexter Lumis in a 4-star match. Mygm versus Dana Brooke. It's won by Mygm in a 2-star. Oh, it's not looking good for Raw. Isaiah Swerve Scott with a win over Brian Kendrick, 1.5-star. This is a rivalry if I remember. They did quite well on Raw. Mace with the win in a 1.5-star. Oh, that is a stinky show from Raw. They've not had a good time of it at all. But yeah, that was a good show from us. A good, solid Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And we do gain some money from it. That is good. That is good. We are in the clear at the minute. And we do like to see that. We do like to see that. So the next pay-per-view, TLC. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll start the TLC, the build to TLC, in the next episode. But until then, thank you for watching. I'll see you later.